Start with a dot, end with a line. Ever heard that before? Start with a dot, end with a line. Sounds simple, right? But what if I tell you that this is exactly how most of our passions often begin? With a tiny dot, an idea, a spark, an interest. And we imagine it stretching into a long, beautiful straight line. But somewhere along the way, the line breaks. It just stops. Our passions fade or vanish. Today, I invite you to explore into something deep I know we all feel, but never dare question. Why do passions die? Let's rewind. At the age of 4, I decided that I'm going to be a pediatrician. Not because I loved medicine, but because the doctor I used to visit had a room filled with Cinderella posters, tiny toy trains, and most importantly, stickers. Lots of them. Each visit felt like a mini birthday party. So naturally, I decided that when I grow up, I'm going to be a child doctor. Well, more specifically, a doctor who just gave out pretty stickers. But I didn't end up in med school. Oh, not even close to it. Instead, I fell head over heels for ballet. Yes, pink satin shoes, pirouettes, imaginary curtain calls. You can't blame me, I was 7. But fast forward 5 years, my ballet shoes in the closet next to my sketchbook, my almost broken guitar, and even the slime making kit from my DIY YouTuber phase. So, what happened? Where did all that passion go? Turns out, I'm not alone. According to a 2018 Gallup poll, only 15% of people worldwide actually feel engaged in the work that they do. Meaning, a vast majority of people are pursuing something not even close to their true passion. Clearly, these passions fizzle out even before turning into lifelong pursuits. But why? Through my journey and real research, I found out 3 major reasons why this happens. Stage 1: why your current passions don't last. Here's the truth: we confuse interest for passion. Interest is like binge watching a new show because the first episode is amazing. But passion is staying loyal. Even when season 4 makes no sense, but you're still rooting for the characters. Psychology explains this too. According to a 2003 research done by psychologist Robert Vallerand, introduced the topic of the dualistic model of passion, which says that there are not one, but two kinds of passions: harmonious and obsessive. Harmonious passion is something you do because you love doing it. It brings you joy and it revolves around your life, which is not the case when it comes to obsessive passion. You feel forced to do it. It makes you feel helpless and it controls you. The passions that died, they weren't harmonious. They were born from external pressure, from competition, from chasing that aesthetic of a dream, not the reality or the grind of it. Let me give you an example. At the age of 10, I now decided that I wanted to be a YouTuber. And I did. I filmed 2 videos, spent 8 or so hours editing it, and got 3 views. Counted. 2 of them were from my mom, but that's a topic for another day. The thing is, I quit even before uploading the third one because I realized I wasn't passionate about creating videos. I was passionate about being admired for creating videos. Big difference. Even Leonardo da Vinci, yes, the great Da Vinci, abandoned many of his projects. Today, only 15 of his paintings survive, out of dozens that he started with. Passions don't always die, they just change shape. Now, coming to stage 2, how to find your real passion. If you think about it, passions aren't flashy, they're quiet at first. They are found in moments, not materials. Ask yourself, what makes me lose track of time? What makes me feel more me? For me, Ballet wasn't just about dance, it was about expression, it was about connection, it was about storytelling. And look, here I am telling stories on a TED stage. That initial flame didn't die, it just sort of changed shape. Now, coming to stage 3, how to make sure your passions last. Here's your checklist. First, let go of pressure. Passions are not meant to be perfect. Second, take breaks. Taking breaks doesn't mean quitting, it means refueling. 3. Be your own loudest cheerleader. You know yourself the best, so it's time we make the most of it. And here comes the most important part. Stay curious. Curiosity, researchers say, fuels engagement way more than passion by itself. So the question isn't, what is my passion? The real question is, what makes me curious enough to say? So, if you have dealt with abandoned hobbies and cluttered calendars before, breathe. You're not failing, you're growing. Some passions are meant to be chapters, not the whole book. And maybe, just maybe, that initial dot you started with wasn't even meant to end with a straight line. Maybe it's a part of a beautiful, messy, colorful spiral which is still spinning, still alive. So the next time someone tells you, follow your passion, just smile and say, I might, or maybe I'll follow my curiosity today. Let's see where this leads. Thank you.